The year is 1405. The Lahamm Archipelago is living a time of unrest. The war between Saria and Ingleterre is raging. The defection of Commodore Henry Morgan led to the assassination of Queen Rada Hungary. King Henry IV, filled with hatred and pain for the loss of his wife, started to call upon every available sailor to join the war and retaliate against the enemy. In the middle of the archipelago, Aegeus finally declared his independence and now is looking to build a strong nation. On the other side, the end of the War of the Coin left the Republic of Calgary in desperate need, and Fradeker seems willing to help in exchange for territory and resources. But a new religious movement is slowly building inside of this old kingdom, threatening to break it apart. In the south desert nation of Aegyptus, a civil war is threatening the commercial alliance with Oboloa. If the leaders of those oligarchic nations do not put a stop to this madness, there will be no commerce in the future. Welcome. I'm Hunter Storyteller David, and this is Tales of the Forgotten Seas, a brand new show that explores the lives of a group of fantastic characters involving the vicious and complex stories that I created. Are they some swaggering anti-heroes? Strange, fascinating one? Maybe some social revolutionaries? Set sail with us in this fantastic world and discover the true meaning of adventure. Welcome to another episode of the Tales of the Forgotten Sea. Brand new show that introduces to everyone out there a tabletop roleplay game of my creation where my friends here are playtesting with me. But let's them introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Fibos, or Fibs, and I play Ember. He's a hobbit-like person, and I just made a new friend, but I don't think he likes me a lot.
Hello, I'm Alex. I play as Jean, who is a human, a Fredger human that's a dashing bard. And he might be in trouble, or he just might have a new opportunity for new adventures.
We'll see about that. And on the other side of the archipelago, because those events are happening in Aegeus, in a different moment in time, we have other two people involved.
Hey, I'm Francesco. I play Riska, which is a Siphiota currently employed by the Ingleterian Navy. And at the moment, I find myself in a little bit of a pinch with Hazel.
Hi, I'm Ariro. I am playing Hazel. I am a human, I am a Kara 6, I'm a fighter, and I think that I'm about to fight.
We'll see. Speaking of that, let's dive back into the adventure. Last that we left our character, one was trying to strike a deal, maybe to have also some information about what's going on in Fradeker. Specifically about an organization that for now we only know by the name, the White Roses. What they are doing, which one is their goal, it doesn't seem to be completely clear, or at least is not being revealed yet. Jean maybe knows something. He is willing to share, we don't know. And Amber decided to jump into the situation and just go with the flow. On the other side, in Ingleterre, after trying to find a little bit of work, employment, because you always need some coin, Hazel found herself being robbed, found herself following an Ictian's guy that seems to have at least seen the thief, and follow him in a alley, where she went be surrounded by young teen that seems to be ready to fight, or at least they say. But why Riska was there? Riska, as we just discovered, is being employed by the Royal Navy as a privateer, but now is under a new contract. He needs to track down someone of his, not his old gang, but someone that he knew. A man named Charles Vane. A man that is apparently a smuggler, and he go by the nickname Vane the Cruel. Not a very nice fellow. And he thought following some local thief was the right thing to do. And speaking of that, what's your plan, guys? As I remind you, you just followed this young boy into the alley, and all of a sudden, you discover you're being played. The windows open, and there are a couple of other people, other youngest, with some short bow and arrow. There is 2 whole team that are now closing your rear. One is armed with his bare hand, and the other one with a mace. And in front of you, there is the young boy that just stole your money, Hazel. And it seems to looking for something in his pocket as we speak.
Okay.
Before we do initiative for combat, I'm going to ask you actually to roll to see who act first and what they are doing. So, how we roll initiative in this game? That's a little bit more easy. You took the value of your agility and you roll those dice. Who got higher is the first to act. So, please.
Rolled an 8 total.
Yeah, I have a 12.
Lucky for you, the youngest seems to be a little bit slower than you. So, Hazel, you act first. What you're doing.
Although, my first instinct is to, kill someone.
Rip and tear.
I take a deep breath and I try to reason with them first.
Oh, and what are you going to say?
Okay. Firstly, I want to explain that I am extremely angry right now. So I might come up, a little bit, how can I say, intimidating.
Yeah.
But I am trying to be, yes, somehow it's polite and say, okay, don't want any trouble. I just want my money back.
And when you say you are trying to be a little bit intimidating, does your hand goes on your sword, or you're trying to be just imposing? Because I try to understand how much you're mean, you're ready to go down to business in case the other don't listen.
No, my hand is already on my sword.
But we have the first roll of the game for tonight. Roll me an intimidation roll with your. We have a double choice here. If you try to be, just to impose yourself with your physicality, I will ask you to roll your brawn with your intimidation. If it's more about you having a mean face and try to make sure they listen to you, I will ask you to use your willpower.
It's the second one. I would like it to be the first, but it was the second one.
You do the Sam Jackson / Terry Crews face. Stares angrily.
Staring angrily. So please roll me your willpower and your intimidation. That, if I remember correctly, you are proficient in, so you should have some dots.
Okay, so I have not so good dice, but something is happening. Okay, I have a 6, a 3, and a 2.
Okay. And how many of those you can keep?
Oh no, I announced the dice that I can keep.
Oh, so you can keep all the 3 of them. So 6, 3, and 2. You can reroll the 6 as exploding.
It's a 2. Total of 13.
So a total of 13. So this is against their willpower to see if they got scared of you. The young fella that lurked you into this alley, it was for something in his pocket, seems to look at you with taking a little back, and you see him slowly removing the hand, and you notice there is like the handle of something sticking out from under this short jacket, but is leaving it there.
Okay.
One of the arrow just seems to be pointed down, and the tension behind the string is being loosened, but the rest of them is still staring, and you hear from behind. Listen, baby, we want just your money. If you don't have more, maybe you can offer something else. But before you can answer, Riska, what you were planning to do?
Alright, so they seem organized because they popped out of buildings at the right time. So I'd like to rely on my past for this one. So we know about Charles Vane, nicknamed the Cruel. There's also another one in town, which is Sam Bellany, who was a part of his gang when I was growing up.
Yes, but he's not in this town.
Okay.
Just to make sure that you have all the information. Seems that Vane moved in this town to do something, so he just came in this town.
Oh, right.
Sam
Okay.
Bellamy, you don't know what's happened to him. You were part of his gang when you were young, but it was not here. It was
Okay.
in Valonia, in the main capital.
Right. Regardless, I'm gonna push on with what Hazel started. This is looking like a bunch of young lads that I think we can scare away without anyone getting hurt. Really, also because we're not in a great position, so I think we need to play tougher than we are. So I'm gonna go with. I'm not sure how to proceed because on one hand I'd like to play the army card and push on with persuasion and intimidation. On the other hand, this is also a good way again into the underworld, and I'm trying to track down Mr. Vane.
Yeah, no, of course. Both options seems legit. You know already that the intimidation part that Hazel tried to, it seems to have worked on some of them, not on some other. So you need to decide what your next step.
Yeah, I think I'm threatening them that harming a Navy officer isn't exactly a great choice in our homeland. I'm gonna go with that.
Can I hear exactly what you're saying?
I think you just want to you're trying to mess with the wrong kind of people. It's a Navy officer you're talking to, and I was just trying to get this lady's money back.
Okay.
So how about you give it back to us and and both of us go on our way?
So more than intimidation, you will try to persuade them, if that's what I'm getting.
Yes.
Think about your position here. Think about your choices. Think who you're messing with. Who you messing with. Okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
In this case, even if usually persuasion work with panache, I will ask you to use your willpower.
Okay, so that means 5 dice, of which I keep 2. Good stuff. Okay, there's 2 6s in there.
Okay, we started already with a 12.
And we finish with 18. I rolled a 5 and a 1.
Okay, 18. Still, is more than what I was looking for. I was looking for a 15 as a difficulty, is because they have you surrounded, so they have the upper hand. But 18 is still good. Also helped by the previous intimidation given by your friend. The guy with the mace was not very nice towards Hazel. It's try to say something on the line of, oh, why we should care? We just beat you up, or something like that. And his companion just hit him on the shoulder and just said, Freddy, how much was it? And the young guy just take out your pouch and just a few silver, and she just throw it in your direction. And all those seems to low down for a second. They are still there. They're just not tense. They're still there, ready to act. The guy that was ready to fight you bare hand, take a step forward. Consider yourself lucky. Out.
Oh, I want to kill him.
Come on, boss.
Anna.
Shh. Out. The guy with the mace just look at your direction. He's just
Oh my god.
lick his lips. He's looking for trouble.
I have a job to do. I won't give him trouble.
His boss just smack him on the back of his head like, come on. I was just having fun. And they let you pass. Do you guys leave or?
Well, I leave. I don't know about Riska.
I very much like to punish the guy in some way. Ooh. What is he wearing? What's on him? Like anything that could be of value?
Which one? The guy with the mace, or the boss?
The licking guy.
The guy with the mace. Except for the handmade mace. Has a jacket. Doesn't wear any t-shirt under it. Bare naked torso. It has a necklace with a small ring on it, and short pants, and no shoes or anything else.
Not worth it. I do walk away, but I stop for a second, very close to his face as I walk by.
He look at you.
Nice.
He look at you like.
Can I question, as a Sephiota, do I have control of the movement of my tentacles?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, just as you pass by, just
I'd like to just caress him with a tentacle as I go away. Yes.
I also remind you that 4 of your tentacle at the end has a little bit of a hook.
Oh, then I do that, but without cutting, but just a gentle but threatening scratch going away that leaves no mark, but
Just a red line because of the pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
And as soon as you do it, it's like, what the fuck, man? Fuck you. And you just walk away.
I'm satisfied. War crimes postponed.
Now you back with your little pouch of money, and now back in the middle of the road. What it seems like the holders to the boss, it seems to say something, and they just disappear as a well-oiled machine that know what they're doing.
Do they know those kids?
Do you know those kids? You know about them, but you never had an encounter before. This is sometimes happen. Bigger city, social class can be very daunting, and some people ended up in a situation like this. The thing is, you didn't get any name except a Mikey. They seems to be, the way they move, the way they act, they seems to have done this multiple times. So, please guys, the stage is yours. Interact.
Okay, I reached out my hand to give a handshake to Riska.
Hey, Triska, very nice to meet you. That was close.
It was close, thank you very much. My name is Hazel.
Nice to meet you, Hazel. I saw before all this that you were just out of the Hunter Guild. Are you a hunter?
Kinda, yes. I am
What do you do?
more of a bodyguard than a hunter.
Guarding anything in particular these days?
I'm gonna. I just got a gig, and I'm going to be on board of a ship, and just in case anything happens, help a little bit.
Cool. Do you know where you're sailing to?
Rock Hill.
Oh, yeah, I didn't remember that. I'm sorry. Yes.
GM is here for help. In the meantime, we jump back in time on the other side of the archipelago, where a few weeks ago, Jean and Amber met for the first time. In the meantime, Jean was trying to have an encounter on a different type. So I'm guessing you are going back to the tavern, or you are trying to approach those guys directly at the Arbor's office.
I was thinking of going back to the tavern, so they think that I didn't move. But I'm gonna take Amber with me. I don't think it's possible to get away from him either way.
yes, I was gonna say that it's not that you're gonna take me with you.
I accept my fate, I say.
Okay, so
Fate has brought me a new friend, I'm gonna keep that new friend.
So you're going quickly back at the tavern, hoping that they didn't caught you in the act of spy on them, and you just get in time, just sit down at the bar like you were before, and
Yeah, I'm taking out a pack of cards or some dice, and I'm playing with a lot of dice. and I'm playing with Ember dice.
As we go in to the tavern, I greet everyone. I'm like, hey! I start, hey, how you doing? Joy, yeah, nice to see you. I pass casually through the bar, take 2 shots, give one to John because he told me his name was John,
Yeah,
With this
absolutely.
John,
and I like, hey, cheers to new friends.
to new friends, and a drink.
And I tell to the barkeep, bring us one of the usual, and whatever my friend's gonna have.
I don't have any money on me. Do you have any money on you?
Yeah, don't worry, I have money.
The bartender is like looking at you for a second, Ember. Have we met before?
I'm here all the time.
If you say so, mate. And he just turn and
By
start.
the way, I don't know if I am. I know that I've been to many taverns and I've been drunk in many taverns, so I say, okay, 50-50. What's the chances?
Fair. In the meantime, you have this quick discussion with the bartender. Jean, you are being approached by now the same sailor that you met before, plus this woman that I already described. Long, wavy, bluish hair, kind of a fierce, chiseled face. That now you notice had a little bit of a pointy ears, not long, but just a slightly pointy. Kind of your friends here, but of course the shape of her face and etc. suggests that she's a completely different ethnicity. Quite slender, I will say around 175. Boson uniform of the Fradaker kind, and you hear her coming because the first thing you hear is her booth rhythmically approaching.
Does she still wear the brooch?
Yes.
Is that appropriate? I mean,
I mean, for your point of view, that seems to represent something. For everyone else, it's just a brooch.
excellent.
Also, is slightly different than what you are usually know as the symbol, because there is this tear of blood, that almost like a tree drop on the side, that is still made out of crystal. That usually their symbol that you know doesn't have.
All right.
By the
Weird.
way, for Alex's sake, because I didn't fully describe myself earlier, I'm 110 to 120, with fiery, wavy hair, in my 30s, and I'm dressed as if you remember Bilbo from The Hobbit. They are, let's say, good clothes, but not expensive clothes, and they seem a little worn. So I'm dressed in layers. I have my vest and my overcoat, but they're not expensive clothes. And my skin is kind of spotted, like not like an illness or something. Do you know the cheetah?
Yeah, a leopard.
And I have small pointy ears, but not elven, very
Okay.
long, just a little pointy.
Right. Good to know. Okay. So now I'm a bit more freaked out. Do I know that new symbol? Have I ever seen it before?
No, you've never seen it before.
Excellent.
And she staring at you quite intensely.
Can I help you? I ask in Aegeus.
She turned to the sailor, and in Fradaker, she said, "Yeah, you're right. The resemblance is uncanny. It looks like him."
Can I be returning from the bar at that point?
Yeah, you're pretty much there.
Hey, new friends, come sit with us. Barkeep, another 2 rounds for
And
I point
she
at the
in
lady.
almost like perfect Aegeus, with a slightly accent, but just a, "No, thank you. I don't drink when I'm working."
I'm sorry, you're sitting with us. You're gonna drink with us. Just one, just for the table. You don't have to down any drinks. We get a small one, but it's a custom. It's a custom.
You both notice this. She's staring at you, Jean, and she's almost like ignoring him.
I ignore her too. I just bring 4 shots at the table and I put them
Yeah.
in front of them.
My colleague Jacques here say that you are interesting to work.
Well, yeah. And he said that he needs someone on Ingetir that knows how to speak Ingetir, and I am able to speak some Ingetir. And I was going there anyway.
Hey, I'm going to Ingeter too.
Yeah, I know you are, buddy. You're coming with me.
Okay. See? It worked out perfect.
Do you know a man that responds to the name of Charles Vane?
I have heard of him.
By the way, as they speak, I sit beside him doing the...
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna work with this.
Our intel said that he is looking to acquire a huge amount of slaves. We're talking about almost 600?
Mm-hmm. What can I do? And then Ember, yes, Ember, my friend, Ember. What can we do?
We want to understand what he's trying to achieve, collect some information, and report.
Then Fradiker Navy.
They speak in Fradiker.
They say.
You understand, but they don't know if you understand. But the sailor.
Well, Jack knows. But I understand.
Jacques said, no. He understand me. Yeah, I will leave you my detail, and you can send me a telegram.
A what?
A telegram.
What is a telegram? I've never used a telegram.
A very fast mail.
Okay.
Priority.
How do I find this telegram?
Oh my god. She is just softly say that why I always ended up surrounded by idiots.
I nod and smile. I'm like, yeah, telegram.
In Ingetir there is something called the Royal Mail. You can approach one of their office and they will send a message directly to me.
Very nice. So I speak to them, I tell them what I know, and they will get to you.
I will ask you to write it down on a piece of paper, not tell them.
All right. So they give you the piece of paper. I get it.
I'm glad.
I'll figure it out. Ember has been the brains of the team so far.
Yes. I just heard my name. Yes.
Listen, you know what?
I'm speaking in Fradiker, so you understand everything that I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no. I'm just spacing out.
You know what? As she say in Aegeus, forget it. Nice to me. She just turn and start to walk away.
No, wait. We're gonna help. I'm like, wait up. You said there was a payment for this.
As I said, don't bother. Thank you.
I want to try something.
You do you.
Let me remember something. All right. I want to use fumble on here.
What?
Okay. So, how?
Okay. For the uninitiated, Ember is a follower of Talor, and Talor is the god of luck.
Part of his domain, yes.
Yeah, I didn't just went with you to help accelerate the plot. In Ember's mind, he goes whenever Lady Luck dictates him to, and every new person could be a new experience and a new friend. So I saw you, I liked you, I followed you. Since I'm a follower of Talor, I can try asking for favors sometimes. And I have my ceremonial coin. I'm gonna flip my coin in the air, and I want this action to create a reaction which will end in her falling down. So John can go help her up, and they can have a bit more time talking.
Okay. So, this action of you taking out the coin and let it flip in the air and etc. is your call to Talor. That's what I'm getting.
Yes.
Perfect. Roll the dice.
So I have a willpower 3 and fumble is a novice spell, so I guess 4 dice in total?
4 dice. Unfortunately, because you are not proficient in the spell, you don't have exploding sixes.
Okay, and I keep on, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a 6 though! Okay, the Lady Luck is good with me.
The coin started to flip in the air. It almost like seemed the scene almost like in slow motion. You going for a second just to try to grab the coin before you stop yourself and you let it drop. The coin just bounced a couple of times, and the last bounce ended up perfectly still, right like that. No heads, no tail, between two spaces, and she put her foot on top of it, and her ankle
Ouch.
And she
I
just
push.
falls. Ow!
At that point, I push John in front of me. I'm like, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try and catch her. I help
Catch
her. And
her before she fall.
if that's possible.
Acrobacy.
Like an acrobatics thing.
Acrobacy
Oh,
with
well.
agility, please.
Yes. 6 dice. Like 52.
You need to be
Oh,
very
no.
fast, so it's not super easy, but
Unfortunately, my luck is not that good. I got a 7.
you got a 7. Okay. So you
And he falls too.
you're going it for it, and your first arm tried to hold her, but the balancing on not on your side tonight, and you pretty much almost like awkwardly hug her on the side, and you both fall on the ground.
Oh no.
I run towards them and I'm like, oh my god, John, what happened? And I'm trying to take my coin.
And Jacques is also on top, try to get her to go up, and she is upset. You can tell.
I start cleaning her up. Oh, are you good? Are you well? I told you, and I told you that happened because you didn't want to drink with us. That happened because you didn't want to drink with us.
She just
You're so happy.
storm out.
Go after her.
I think we've done enough for today. I think we're not gonna get good impression from her anymore.
Jacques just look at her, and just
And like,
I'm a
I
woman.
grab Jacques by the hand. I grab Jacques from the arm. Like, Jacques, talk some sense into her. We can be helpful. We are one of your best shots. Run. And I leave.
and he just follow her. Roll me a persuasion roll on Jacques. He was already
Yes.
quite give you a chance because, of course, your previous crit on it. But let's see how you're doing today in this new scenario.
Well, I got a 14.
Okay. He seems confused.
Rolled all my criticals at first.
He seems a little bit confused. His superior just storm off after you guys make kind of a scene. You're not sure how much your words are impactful, but he listened for a second before he follow her.
Okay, you know what? If I feel like he's not sure, I just tell him while he's going, like, in Fredica, like, oh no, you know what? No, I don't tell him. I was about to say something, but I'm not gonna say it. I changed my mind.
How will you two spend the rest of the evening?
I turn around to John and I tell him, better have love and lost than have nothing, right?
What?
Nothing. Come drink with me.
Shouldn't we get our stuff?
What stuff?
Aren't we leaving for Ingetil?
This can be later's problem. Sit with me a bit. Talk with me.
Okay, I can sit for like. What time is it?
Saturday the evening.
It's evening. Okay, I can have one beer.
Yeah, one beer.
By the way, there is at least like 4 shot on the table because you keep asking the bartender to bring shot, and he did, but no one was drinking it.
Exactly.
Well, I'm gonna drink my beer. I'm just passing the shots to Ember.
No, I'm like, no. We drink now.
Yeah, you drink, I drink. I'm good.
You're disrespecting me right now.
You don't like my company then?
My bomb fingers get itchy when I'm getting disrespected.
You're lying.
So
Okay.
I do this. I take out one of my bombs.
Why do you keep bombs on you?
No.
Don't you?
Okay.
I put on the table. I look at you straight in the eye and I say, so, in this table, it's a custom when someone offers you a drink to drink it.
Well, I'm drinking the beer.
No. This. So, there are 2 things that are going to happen. Either my hand will slip and move that drink towards you, or it can slip the other way and this bomb might go off.
You're not gonna bomb a tavern.
I take out my flintlock.
How many weapons do you keep on you?
Not flintlock, the The old tiny lighter.
Ah, no, a flintlock. A flintlock is a kind of pistol.
Yeah, no, not flintlock.
Okay, a oil-based lighter.
All right, a tinderbox.
I put it towards the bomb. I'm like, it's your call. I don't care.
Are you really trying to scare me away with a bomb?
No, I'm trying to show you that I'm serious about this. Let's go.
Why are you serious about this? This is my first question.
Why are you not serious about this? As we're talking, I move closer towards that. I'm like, you're not gonna talk your way out of this. I'm moving closer. Either this goes off or you drink the shot.
Yes, I'll just drink it. Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
You're very weird.
If you drink the shot, I close the lighter, put the bomb in my back.
What was that?
Amber, you are focused on Jean. You are, just with the lighter, with the bomb, with the drink, and etc. And all of a sudden, water just drop all over you, and the bartender, with a very pissed off face, out.
I storm off and I say, okay, but you'll never see me here. And I leave and I
Good riddance.
motion. Okay, I motion to John to follow me.
He has the money, I told the bartender.
I've already left.
Please, follow your friend.
Friend. Sure. Good night, kind sir. And
Those shenanigans not in my establishment.
And I'm waiting for him outside. And when he comes out, I say, and that's how you drink for free.
Yes.
Let's go somewhere else. You want to hit another tavern?
Why don't we go to the port?
I've been to the port. I know which ship I want to take. Let's do something else.
Who does the ship? Who is the ship's owner?
Who cares?
I do.
Okay, let's go to the port.
How much do you have to pay to get on that ship?
Can't be that much.
How much money do you have?
That's something that me and my pocket know. And for you to find out if you want to get another drink with me.
I'm not drinking anymore. I've had enough. I have a low alcohol tolerance.
You're garbage. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the harbor.
And the long
I'm trying
night.
to be as boring as possible, so he gets away from me for a bit.
As we move towards the harbor, I get bored, so I start juggling my 3 bombs.
Excellent.
It's evening, people have seen you around, you get some glances, but for now, because you don't also have open flame around you, people just see you just juggling with 3 balls, pretty much. So they're not really worried until they actually going to pay attention to what you're using. In the meantime that you guys are going and fading into the night, trying to get rid of this maniac and you try to have fun. What's happened on the other side of the archipelago?
Yes. And how would you feel about going and picking up one of those little boys and actually questioning for good? I'm looking for someone and... What did I say?
Please rephrase that.
Picking up.
What do you think? How do you think about go grabbing some of those little boys?
Oh no.
One of those little thugs. How about that?
Yes, but...
Better?
Okay, guys.
And questioning. Truth be told, I'm actually looking for someone of a certain importance in the criminal world, and there's no way locals would have not heard about him coming into town. And also, it's a chance to get some revenge and scare them back.
Yeah, we can grab one of these thugs.
I've seen one of them. So the one that robbed you, before you, it was hitting the tavern next to the port. So maybe we should hang around there and see if we catch one of those. We've seen a few now.
Okay. I wouldn't like to go for that awful guy with no manners, because I don't guarantee that I won't kill him. So let's go maybe for the little boy, the youngest one.
And we're to little boy again. Sounds good to me.
There is a lot of rephrasing here that need to be done. But let's move on.
Second language, everyone. Second language.
Second language. Everyone
Let's
here
play that card.
is not a native speaker, so forgive us and laugh with us. So, you two are starting to try to mingle, try to get into one tavern or two close to the docks to see if you caught those guys again, or maybe something else that caught your attention. So, I will allow you something interesting here. A joined roll. One of you roll the dice, but the other one is helping, so their roll is going to have a +2. So, who helping who, based on the fact that we are rolling for perception?
Help.
You're going to help. Okay. So, Riska, your panache plus your perception and +2 on the
Okay, that 4 dice, of which I keep 1, but it can explode because I have a 1 in perception.
Okay, so you're
So let's
proficient
see.
on the skill. Great.
But I rolled 4 5s, so that's a 7.
Okay, a 7. For 30 to 40 minutes, you guys are just kind of waiting to see if something happens. And at the beginning, it's just there is no show. Probably this is not the right tavern anymore. Once they exhausted their option to steal from the people here, especially if they're being caught, it's better to move somewhere else fast. So after almost an hour waiting and try to mingle and listen to what the people say and rumors, nothing seems to come. But because you are waiting and you're listening, I will allow you another roll, this time not based on perception, but based on society.
I'm sorry, what society?
Society.
Etiquette society.
Etiquette/society is a skill.
Of course I don't have any.
Me neither.
Still,
Society and
society, and in this case, panache.
am I rolling?
This time will be RG to rolling.
Okay, cool.
Fine. Let's see.
Because
Oh my god. A 6 and a 4.
But unfortunately, you don't have proficiency in it, so you just
Yeah, I
keep
know.
the 6. You just keep the 6.
Thank you.
Then doesn't explode, but is still an interesting success. And because you were helping, it became an 8. That is slightly better than the 7 you guys rolled before. The night is approaching. People are getting a little bit drunker. There is tongue are starting to unravel a little bit. People are a little bit more chatty, and some of them a little bit more relaxed. Dusk is almost out there when you guys hear the name Charles Bay being pronounced. For you, it still don't mean a lot, but in the meantime, in those few hours, I think Rika already, Riska already told you who you're looking for, unless you're going blind. And the person that is mentioning it is sitting at a table with other two, and is kind of hunching over the table. Is a very skinny figure with a greyish skin, kind of a very soft nose, almost no lips, and a scaly skin. Identify this person as a Sartaz, or one of the snakefolk ethnicity of the Sarikart. Is wearing a long hoodie and is a little bit tattered, but there are some symbol on it that reminds some glyph and intricate alchemical formulas. The clothes are kind of ruined, but they were probably something, I don't want to say majestic, but very well made some time ago.
Can I recognize the alchemist symbols?
How much is your alchemy? Nature alchemy?
Just 1.
1 dot. Some of them are really ruined, but there is one close to the hood that is the symbol of binding in the alchemical pattern. But not component, more entities.
Okay.
And the guy is, as I said, hunching over. There is a jug on his right hand, and is just, yes, I sometimes work with him. Very nice guy. A little bit close-minded, but what can I say? I give me opportunities, so why not? So you hear the part of this conversation.
I would like to approach the table with drinks for everyone that's sitting at the table.
There are only
and engage in
two people there. One is the one
Okay.
that I describe it to you, and the other one is rough-looking tug, a two-school with some scar on the neck and on his cheek. A 3 or 4 days short beard.
What is it?
Tuskul is a kind of a Orcish ethnicity. Their name comes from ancient Inglaterra words of tusk and mouth full of. So one of the first description when the people encountered the people of this ethnicity is like, oh, their mouth is full of tusk and big teeth. And over time, the language changed and their description became pretty much their nickname. And full of tusk or Tuskul became the name that people use every single day to describe that ethnicity. I was going to say, yeah, his skin is like a grayish tone. Is wearing some tattered clothes. Give you the idea that he's a dock worker. Maybe looking for another gig, or maybe just enjoying his time with a chatty fellow. When you approach, Tuskul just turn a little bit suspicious, like the heck are you? And the other one just smile and turn and is like, oh, sir, hello, who are you?
Hello there. I'm a sailor. We just docked today, and I heard you guys talk about opportunities. And my friend and I happen to be looking for a job. Do you have any
Friends?
employment opportunities? Hazel over there. Come here, Hazel. Come join us.
Oh, hello, milady. Please, make space. The slit eye of this guy are yellow and quite bright. Almost too bright for the light that is in this room.
Okay.
It gives you this kind of feelings, you know, when you shine a light on a cat in a semi-darkness and their eyes reflect back, so they give you those strange visual of these two kind of pearls in the middle of nothingness. Yeah, his eyes are give you that feeling, but of course there is dim light around, so it's not so strong. As I said, his skin is greenish, but now that you are close, you notice that from under the mouth down to his neck, and probably what you can see on his torso, this here pattern is a little bit more yellowish. And there are some shiny scale that reflect the light of the tavern a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, so what are we drinking? It seems nice. Oh, and he stared at you, Riska, for a second. And he put down the jug. Are you an alchemist?
I'm a bit of an alchemist myself. I think you are too. I recognize those symbols on your hood.
I'm something of an alchemist myself.
Exactly.
I know that smell. Give you a vibe, kind of Lord Voldemort. He has a nose, but it's barely pronounced. So you can see is just two very fine nostril that enlarge every time he sniff. And like a snake, his tongue slither out very quickly a couple of times. But I'm being a very terrible host, Miss Hazel, right?
That's right.
The smell of grass and dirt. You spend a lot of time out there.
I love nature.
I can tell. I'm a nature lover as well. Those animals out there, so full of life and energy, so wide horizon, bright things that you can take from them.
Oh my god.
He sounds like a lover, all right?
So, what brings you here?
Well, the opportunities.
Of course, the opportunities. I was telling my friends here. Oh, by the way, what's your name?
I'm Riska. Very nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah, you're Riska, and you're Hazel, and you? He turned to the dock worker there.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay.
Bert, great. So, I was saying, Cervantes, that's my name, from Calgary. Nice to meet you.
Calgary.
Yeah, I was telling Bert, my friend here, that I just come in town. I was hired for a job, so happy to doing it. And I got this huge opportunity with someone that has quite a reputation, I will say.
Reputation? What kind of reputation?
Apparently is well known, is kind of a man of and according to voices, the rumors, is a bit of a smuggler. But he pay well and give me opportunities. Are you looking for a job?
We so happen to be looking for employment, yes.
Great, so I can manage an encounter if you want. There is only one little things to say and do.
What is it?
You need to give me a drop of your blood.
What?
What?
Oh,
As one does.
I not for me, it's not for me.
Yes, that would make it weird.
According to the rules, I don't make them. I need to bring this drop of blood to this woman that works for him. Someone named, sorry, the name is Obolawa, so I may be mistaken the way I say it. Eleonora. Eleonora. According to what I understand, she's a witch.
And what's the blood for?
You can ask her.
But you want the blood now.
Oh, no. It's to, they agree on the encounter, she wants
Okay.
it. And that's the first thing you... And the other one is, you need to meet her first.
Sounds good. Where is she? Can we meet her now? Should we meet her tomorrow? It's getting late, but, you know.
I don't know if she's available now. I think she has stuff to do. But I can go and look and come back to you. Maybe you can meet again tomorrow morning, same place.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
He tried to grab your hand, Hazel, but in a very gently way.
Okay.
And
I kindly take it away.
okay, but you know, when he tried it, he was trying to give you a kiss on your hand. That's it. But when you throw it away, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't want to be inopportune.
It's okay.
You know, I've been raised gentle."
What an afternoon.
And he tried to shake your hand.
I shake it in return.
Both of you notice this. It's cold.
Makes sense.
I mean,
Or
you
no?
have met Sarpatas before. They are part of the usual people that you can meet all around their archipelago. There are some very nice points in town that they are part of the ethnicity. The only thing is, they are usually a little bit colder than everyone else because they are just part mammal. This guy is very cold compared to the other Sarpatas you met in your life.
Someone could say he's dead cold.
Oh my god.
Unnaturally cold.
No,
you
that
could say.
cold is a little bit too much. That cold is not like a corpse. I was going to say, you know, when your hands and feet are almost like frozen.
Better.
Are the shining scales and the gradient from green to yellow like normal traits? Or is it like something that would
Is
catch our attention?
depending of the ethnicity, some tends to go towards more bluish color, some are more to green, and some are more to brown color. Depending on where they come from and what kind of sub-race they belong to. The shiny one is depending of they are close to molt. When they are molting, they have some scale that are much more opaque. As soon as they molt and they shed their old skin, they are very shiny. This guy is a little bit patchwork.
Okay. Hey, so what are you thinking of the cold?
I don't know.
You asking this one in front of him? Because he didn't go away.
No.
He's still there.
I thought we did. Sorry, no. Cancel that.
Okay. Just to be sure, I don't want to. So, I was going to say, he shake your hand, he try to kiss your, and he stand up. I wish you a very good evening.
You too.
I will see you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Same
you. Have a
place,
great
same
night.
time. Just to make it simple.
Also in the evening. Okay, sounds
Do
good.
you prefer doing it in the morning? Yes.
I would prefer doing it in the morning, yes.
Me too.
Also, you remember immediately that you have an appointment tomorrow morning.
We will see about that.
Okay.
For now we go.
Okay, yes. What about 9-ish? We got the time to have a very good, fulfilling breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
I can tend to my pet. And I will back here to you. Yes, I am doing a job, as I said. And I have my pets with me. So, I bid you adieu, as they say in Fradiker, and I will see you tomorrow.
Goodbye for now, kind sir.
Cervantes, as I said. There is no need for sir. We are between friends, right?
Yes.
Indeed.
Ta-ta! And he walk away.
Okay. I turn to the guy that is still on the table and I'm asking him, do you know that guy?
No. He sat here, he started to talk. We just had a couple of drinks and he was spilling the beans like he wanted to be heard.
Okay. Thank you.
Anything in particular that caught your attention?
Except for the fact that he's a crazy unhinged guy? No.
Anything about a guy called Charles Vane?
Listen. I don't know about this Charles Vane. According to this, he's a big fella, has a big name. I do my job at the docks. I'm not getting involved with smugglers, so not for me. Bye.
Okay.
And he tried to stand and walk away.
So, what do we do?
What time is it, roughly?
I was saying, it started to get close to dusk, so around 7-ish, 9, 8.
I'm starting to feel peckish. Like, we've been running around all afternoon. Sit down for a meal? We're in a tavern, anyway.
We can do it, but there's a problem. I have a gig tomorrow and I don't want to lose it.
It's just about having a meal.
I'm talking about the guy. I'm okay with the meal, but I'm talking about the guy.
The guy Bright? Didn't he just left?
Yeah, but he said we have an appointment tomorrow at 9-ish.
Oh, yes.
And I have to do.
Sorry?
And I have a job to do, so
What time do you have to leave?
at the morning.
Crap.
Your appointment for the ferry is 10. The ferry leave the piers at 11, but you of course need to be at least 1 hour earlier there. So,
Okay.
maybe if you squeeze things a little bit, maybe you see the guy first, but if it started to get late, you need to run.
We can do it.
Someone else to do the gig, and I can stay and help you.
I appreciate the help, but you don't owe me anything. We just had an entertaining afternoon, but I appreciate the help if you want to stick around.
I do owe you my money.
I appreciate that. But we'll try to make it in time and we'll see how it happens. The tavern should be close to the port anyway, so you should be very close to your ship.
Okay, so let's get the meal.
Nice.
And you raise your hand looking for a waitress, and this very good looking guy with pointy hair with handle like with a membrane, scaly iridescent skin show up. Oh, can I take your order? And you guys order a little bit, some drinks, some food, and just try to relax, ready for the next day. And it's pretty much a similar scene on the other side of the archipelago weeks ago, but and on a different note, when the two of you need to go back to your respectfully abode, you to the circus and you to your personal home. Do you guys set up a meeting of some sort, or you just say your goodbye?
I'd say since we both want to go to Ingetir, and I pretty much want someone to be with me. I don't want to be completely alone. He is a maniac, but he's a maniac that can juggle bombs, so I want him on my side. And if he doesn't pull another try to explode the thing, I pretty much want him with me.
Sounds good to me. And what about your bomb maker of the team? What do you think?
Well, I thought we were gonna go to the harbor master. I was just following Alex around. If he says, "Okay, I'm beat," I think I'm gonna go hang out with my friends in the circus.
Speaking of your friend in the circus, after you guys said your goodbyes and you set up a meeting for the day after, the depart of the Queen of the Sea is now in 2 days, and your ringmaster is now organizing your departure. And did you tell him that you traveling with someone, or you don't mention John?
Okay, I think it would be better if I try to talk with him a bit before leaving. So yeah, when I get back, I'll try to find him and inform him that, okay, I found a traveling ship that goes to Ingetir. It leaves in 2 days. It's called
Queen of the Sea.
Queen of the Sea. Yes, and that I also made a friend.
A friend?
Yeah, his name is John. He's a bit weird, but I think he'll like me.
I am a bit weird.
Is a circus guy?
No, he
They're
doesn't
all
have
weird.
that. Yeah, exactly. They don't have that zest of life
Yeah,
in them.
exactly. They don't understand.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But I will try to help him. I think he looks like he needed some help.
It's good for you. Good. You're doing great. So, I decided we set up something for the traveling, some for the expenses, and he give you a couple of little coin purse. This will take care of the ticket, at least for you, and is also give you some envelope. This need to go to the mayor. The mayor of
Right.
Rock Hill.
The what?
Repeat with me. Rock Hill.
Rock Hill.
This envelope goes
Yes.
to
Rock Hill.
which person?
Mayor.
Great. Write it on your hand or some sort. I know you're not going to wash it out, so
No, no. I'm gonna tie a ribbon around my finger so I know that it's Rock Mayor Hill letter or something like that.
I can see the logic. Okay. Good. So this guy is John. Why you say he's strange?
I don't really know what he does. He was skulking around some people, so I decided to skulk around with him. And then there were some sailors yelling, and they didn't want to sit with us. And there was a mean lady with a weird lapel with a flower, and then I think I took out a bomb. And then there was a barkeep who wasn't very keen about that. And then John didn't want to drink with me, so we walked around a bit. We talked a bit, and then I decided to come here. It was a weird guy. We
Yeah.
could have hung out. We could have some fun.
You do you. Yeah. Careful with being ladies. I know I had my share.
I think there was some commotion down the docks with some sailors, but
Oh.
I think they're looking for someone.
Oh,
I'm not sure. I wasn't paying very much attention.
that's okay. And you think that this John guy is involved?
I think he wanted us to help them find that guy. He goes to Ingiter too, so we're gonna go there together. I think I'll learn something as we're going to Ingiter about what he's about to do. The main thing I remember is that I'm going there for a festival, so
That's our
anything else
main
is
thing.
just great.
You go there, you get this to the mayor,
Yes.
this take care of the expenses, and as soon as the mayor read the inside of the envelope and etc., you know that we are ready traveling to come and to set up the tent again.
Yes.
Great. And for the time, you maybe learn some trick or two to can bring to the show.
Oh, I always wanted to. You know how I have a Beast Tamer in my Beast Binder in my name, in my state's name.
Yeah, I know. You're trying to. I saw you with that kut. I know. I mean,
Yeah.
you're
It would be
still
nice if I
rough
could
around the
actually-
edge, but practice, mate. Practice.
Yeah. It would be nice if I could actually tame some beasts. Like I always want to ride a big dog,
Big dog.
or
don't have a dog
or
show.
hear me out, or
Okay.
or a big duck, because they can fly.
Okay.
At
Picture
least that's
this.
what my
Picture
mom
this.
used to tell me.
Listen. Picture this. Amber, the beast tamer, and the flying explosions.
We're gonna explode ducks.
No, you're going to throw pyrotechnics from the
Ah.
flying duck.
I can train ducks to bomb people. Okay,
I'm not sure about
this
that, but we
got
can try.
interesting. No, this got interesting suddenly. I like that. You know what? I'm gonna start working towards that.
Good. Oh,
Bomb dropping ducks.
remember.
It has a ring.
Yeah, remember, it's for the show. We don't want to harm people. So small,
Yes. Sure.
small
And I'm
explosive.
leaving. I'm leaving.
Small
Yeah, so-
explosive. And he just stay there. In the meantime, you disappear and go back to the rest of your mate in the circus. The day after, you guys meet again. You find yourself at the harbor. You find yourself trying to get information about the Queen of the Sea. And you understand that it's going to take probably more than 2 weeks and a half, because, of course, the situation of war between Ingetir and Saria can make the area of traveling quite treacherous. So, ship like this one that need to bring people from one place to another need to try to avoid the conflict, pretty much.
Safe passage.
To a safe passage and etc. So they're going to point up towards Ugre before they go down again to reach Ingetir. There are few stops along the way. Valonia is one of them, so you can probably see the capital, at least for a few hours, before he went to Whalebone, where there is the final stop, and where you are supposed to go. So,
Alright.
Your expenses and your ticket are covered, but not yours. So, how you wanna fix that?
Well, I will probably go and play for a few nights, for a night and a half at the tavern, in order to get some money out of people. So I find a way to score some money.
Okay, you're trying to score some money, and I'm going to ask you a performance. Panache
See,
plus
is it-
performance, based on how
Panache.
good you're doing, how much money you're going to make.
And does my storytelling help with it?
Yes, everything there is a performance, there is a vocal, and there is some, talking involved. That's a +2.
So I will go to the tavern and I will play a song. I will talk with the barkeep to play a song for the night, or play in general for the night.
It's one
And
of your usual places, so they recognize
Yeah.
you, they let you in.
So I will tell tall stories about some. I want to play something and say stories about someone funny, someone who's having he's going on adventures, and he always glows up, like everyone notices him because he's lucky. Like he went to slay a dragon, but the dragon fell to his death as soon as he met it. And a princess just falls out of the sky into his arms. Stuff like that. Someone that's like very lucky and very funny and stupid and stuff like that. And he's never had actually done any adventuring by himself. It's just everything is working
Just
out.
fell on his lap.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm rolling.
Yes, absolutely. I want to ask something to Ember, just to make sure. Are you witnesses some of those performances, and are you trying to help?
All right, that's a very good question, because I wanted to tell you about that. The
I know my
next
players.
day, the next day where we go, I want to inform you that I know that I have a ticket, and I know that he doesn't have a ticket because he told me that he doesn't have any money. So I was gonna just follow him to the docks to see what he's gonna do and have fun. If he wants to perform to get tickets, I want to be in the crowd, but I don't want to pay.
Okay. So you're looking to other people and how much money they put down, but you're not putting down anything.
Yeah, I'm just being there, supporting.
Supporting.
Thoughts and prayers.
Silent supporter. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your role?
I rolled an 11, but I have a +2, I think, so it's a 13.
The 13. Okay, good. Making some money was the easy part. Making enough for the ticket was a little bit difficult. Thanks to your 13, you actually, by literally the night before the departure, you make just enough to have the ticket. Of course,
Excellent.
that doesn't give you a lot in terms of expenses when you get there, but you are the kind of person that maybe can do something even when he's on board. So, I want to ask you guys a couple of things, but let me check something on my notes here. You two, on the other side of the archipelago, are going to meet up in the morning, I presume.
Yes. So, where do you stay?
I don't know yet, but since we're in a tavern, I was thinking of asking if they have rooms. Do you have a place?
I have a place, I'm from here. I grew up here.
Right. Do you have a room? I can pay for it.
I have a room. I wouldn't feel comfortable taking money from you, but if you feel okay with that, I mean, if you need to.
I'll cover breakfast then when we get back here tomorrow morning.
That's a good idea.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So just for your notes, guys, the traveling from Aegeus to the final destination in Ingetir is 140 silver for the lowest class. It goes up to 160 for second class, pretty much, to 350 for first class. There is barely a difference between third and second class. You have a closest access to the poo deck, as it's called, when the lower class doesn't have it. About you, Ember, the amount that is being given to you, of course, cover your ticket for second class, so is 160 silver or 16 gold, but there is also a total of 100 silver
As an extra to the 160.
as an extra for the 100 silver to cover all the expense of the travel. They had a little bit of money to spare in order for you to, not giving you the opportunity to go to first class, but definitely to give you a little bit more than usually you guys are used to. And I want the two of you to roll me some dice. You are muted, Alex. You're still muted.
Muted.
Yes. Are these rolls about the trip? Because I have some ideas about our trip.
Yes,
If you want
they
to.
are.
Alright. So I have enough money for the lowest class as I get it.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So what I'm gonna propose to the owners of the vessel is I get to sleep in middle class and eat something better. And I will work my way through the trip by playing music to the upper class, if they're interested.
I'm going to ask you to do another performance one, because based on that, they will give you the job.
Excellent. I will try.
They already have someone that take care of that, so the difficulty is higher, but we'll see.
I don't know if I'm gonna make this.
You know.
Okay.
Lady Luck
I never
maybe is
know.
on your side.
Yes, I got 1-6, so let's see. And the 4. No, it's a 10 plus 2 because of the third day I have a 12.
You have a 12.
It's just a 10.
Why you say it's just a 10? It's a 12.
It's a 12, yes, but in matters of difficulty.
I sometimes tweak the difficulties because sometimes a 10 is a little bit too straightforward. Right. So maybe I want an 11, or maybe I want a 12 or something like that.
Excellent.
Or maybe I want a 9, depending of the situation. But yes, difficulty are, for everyone to know, 5, 10, 15, 20 or 25, depending of how difficult the situation can be. And you create these difficulties telling me and narrating me what you're trying to do, what you're trying to achieve, and how you try to achieve it. So I adjust the difficulties based on that.
Mm-hmm.
The man is not the captain, is just one of the person that check on the crew and other things like this. And it tells you, you're doing a good job, unfortunately they are full. But they offer you a position as a boy on board to clean up decks. If you want to achieve the same result. With the possibility to play for the lower class, but they are decided if they pay you or not the ship.
Alright. So I will not have access to the first class at any moment, in any way.
No.
Dang it. Alright. And the first class is like, during the trip, it's completely off limits, right?
Yes, it is.
Like, people from the first class never go to second class or whatever.
No.
Okay. I was gonna charm my way into first class if it was possible.
Oh, well.
That's where they separated. I mean, it's the whole purpose of classes.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you have anything you wanted to try or do, Ember?
Not really. I just want to enjoy my trip. Wait. I was quick to say that. It's 3 weeks. Are we gonna have any downtime? Yes.
Those 3 weeks are your downtime, yes.
I guess there are animals with us in this boat, right?
Yeah, they are the one that you ended up eating along the trip.
Okay. I'll try to find some ducks and train them.
Okay. You don't find ducks. You find a goose.
Okay, equally terrifying, so I'm okay with that.
Okay. Your kut at a home felt betrayed when you leave without him.
Give me the cold shoulder.
He give you the cold shoulder when you leave.
Now I want to take it with me. Can I take it with me?
You can certainly try. There is a slightly chance he's going to try to escape. You know that.
Okay, no. I'm gonna train the ducks in the ship.
Okay.
The one gives me home.
You have access to the galley because, of course, it's close to the area where you are actually eating.
That's the good thing with explosions. They give you access to everything.
If you started to mention the explosion, you're gonna end it up doing the rest of the trip in the brig. That's a different story.
I'm just saying. It's
Especially if you
knowledge.
mention explosion on a ship where there is probably some gunpowder somewhere. It's even worse. But of course, they don't tell you where it is, and they don't give you access of where it is.
Thank God.
The cargo hold is off limits for everyone except the member of the crew. There are 5 decks on this ship. The topper 2 are for the Ayers class and the sailor that work on the top deck. So for the 2 of you, this trip is very dark because you are not allowed to go up. So the only light is from the small window of the side of the ship. The rest of the ship is going to be without sun. It makes your life a little bit miserable, but you know that you're enduring it just to get to the final place. As I was saying, I need some roll for 2 of you, and I need 1d6 each.
Alright. Cool.
5.
The first half of the trip, it seems to go quite smooth. A week, almost 2, that welcome you with a very, kind of a chilly weather because you are getting close to north, close to Ugre. But the humidity is quite high inside. Everyone, at least at the beginning, seems kind of try to enjoy. You heard a lot of talking about new opportunity, new life, people that not travel just for work, some literally to start somewhere else completely. There are families, there are people that are moving to go somewhere just to meet some of long lost parents or other things like this. It's a very wide kind of setting, and there is a lot of people from a lot of different places. You heard some Fradeker talk, you heard some Obolawa, you heard a couple of Calgarians speaking. Of course, most of the people is from Ingetir is going back to Ingetir. The second week, close to the third one, almost to the beginning of the fourth one, it give you a little bit more trouble. The weather started to get intense. You spend an entire night in the middle of a storm. Not a terrible one, but the ship is shaking. The water is coming in. Even if everything seems to be sealed tight, and in a lot of moments, people are anxious and thinking that your guys are going to sink. The day after, welcome you with a very nice weather and the view of Alonia from distance. This majestic city that you heard someone talking about it, but you never seen it until today. Towers of white marble and rocks with the blue decoration on top and gold. Everything builded on rocks that are literally in the middle of the harbor. So every section of the city seems to float on the surface of the water. Like the mother Venezia from Italy, this entire city is built inside a laguna.
Nice.
The light, the shine through the sky seems to hit the top of the curved roof and bounce back, creating a prism of color, then shine everywhere. Massive statues of Caliber, the goddess they revere in Ingetir, seems to look down on you, but with a kind of a welcoming feeling. There is a procession of other statues that almost give way to the main arbor. They represent the king and queens of the past. Each one of them is probably 2 stories tall, carved out of this white rocks and marble. And even if some of them has a little bit of like a nest of seagulls, people here on rotation, constantly clean them up to give them that unique kind of clean splendor that they're supposed to have. The scene is breathtaking. When finally people start to get out of the ship, you also got the first time a chance to set on land for a few hours. You leave Valonia behind almost at the end of the day. The same light that was shining through the cloud in the morning is now warm because the dusk is embracing everything with this kind of orangey color. Getting back on board is not the best, but the last few days they lead you to Whalebone are kind of welcome with the idea that it's almost the end. You guys sat down finally at the pier of Whalebone. The gangplank are being leaned down. People are starting to get out. You finally feel the bones cracking, the feeling of want to move and finally run away from this ship that is now, for how big it is now feel like almost like a cubicle that was a little bit too small for everyone. You get to the main harbor. Custom check your papers, asking you why you're here, why you're traveling, for pleasure, for work, and etc, etc, etc. And in the meantime, the two of you grab your stuff, put your backpack on, and start to look around to what to do next. And there are a couple of friends moving on the same harbor the same morning. Friends that now need to meet with someone. And the same timer where you now drinking a little bit of ale just to relax. And that is where we left for tonight. And that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks again for watching. Hope you like it. If you do, please hit the like and subscribe. Just a couple notes. The Tales of the Forgotten Sea game system is not ready yet. We are working on it just to improve it and make it better. Thanks again. Be kind to each other. And see you next time.